Hey YouTube! Annyeonghaseyo, it's your girl Kymbia G back with another video, and we're talking episodes 5 and 6 of season 3, Love Featuring Marriage and Divorce. Let's get into it. So we pick up right where we left off last episode at the pool. And this is just a mess. Grandpa Ghost has possessed Mr. So, and he is trying to be Mr. Suave, pulling up on Dong-mi. Dong-mi then fantasizes about how wonderful it could all end up, but things take a turn for the worst in the most unnecessary way. Somehow Grandpa Ghost knows the way back to Mr. So's place, even though he's never been there. And it looks like he's about to put the romance on Dong-mi, but then in a blind rage, remembering what she did to him, he ends up attacking her and pretty much giving her the whooping she wished she could give to Ami. I'm not going to show pictures of the scene because I think it could be triggering, but glad that we don't see Mr. So cheating and the writers abandon that idea. For now, anyway. I also think it would have been better if Grandpa Ghost possessed Ami and then she got into a bigger fight with Dong-mi, and then she decided to dive deeper into the investigation about what happened to him to then prove her innocence to Yushin. I think that would have been a much better storyline for this. Rather than Grandpa Ghost magically knowing where Mr. So lives and where he keeps his wine. But hey, let's continue on. During this same time, the ladies are meeting up and Hye-ryung is grilling Si-eun about Mr. So. I don't know, if I was Si-eun, I would have said, Hye-ryung, I love you and all, but my feelings aren't your business. You professed your feelings and intentions to us when you should have said it directly to the man. And Hye-ryung, she just looks like she's about to set sail on the 7 seas here. Like, what is going on with this ruffle? I don't understand the situation, but hey, rock out, girl, or sail away, girl. Then they call Mr. So to have a send-off party, and they pretty much go for drinks and karaoke. Hye-ryung gets wasted, and Si-eun can sing. Later we see Dong-ma, he's getting fitted for a suit. Then somehow this leads to him and Gabin going to an amusement park, and they look miserable. Like just the most miserable date ever. And then, yay! My request has been answered. Thank you, writers. They break up. Don't get me wrong, Dong-ma was wrong. He was a total F-boy for this breakup, but I am grateful. Yay, they were boring me so much. Then we see Mr. So and Si-eun at church. And I mean, is this their wedding? Are they pretty much like agreeing to be faithful to each other forever and ever? And it really kind of bothers me that Mr. So says, until the day I die. No, I don't like when writers do this and have a character referencing to, their death. I don't know. As if you watched my first recap video for this season, you would understand why I'm a little nervous about this. I want the best for them. I hope I'm wrong. And Si-eun, she is a Jill of all trades. I guess after karaoke, Mr. So was like, oh yeah, I can't let her get away. Not only is she a writer, but she's an artist who can draw. She's a singer and she's a great cook. I mean, unlike Hye-ryung, Mr. So knows a good woman when he sees her. I'm impressed. And then we see drunk Hye-ryung. She decides to go and visit Sa-Hyun. She's asking about the baby, stumbling over. And the dad wonders if she'll get back with Sa-Hyun. I think she shouldn't, but she'll probably consider it because she does have a challenge with getting pregnant. So maybe she'll take this as an opportunity or see this as the one opportunity for her to be a mother and reconcile with Sa-Hyun. But why does Sa-Hyun need a woman so badly? I mean, he can focus on raising his son. His parents should have a bit more faith in him and give him time to heal, work things out, and, be a father. Anyway, moving on. Si-eun still won't let Mr. So see her kids, even though they've already met. And then we see Yushin up to his mind games with Jia. He's trying to get her to convince her mom to get back together or something like that. And seems to be working. Then next we see the So brothers meet up. Hye-ryung then crashes their breakfast. And we also get to see that Mr. So really doesn't like Hye-ryung as a person. He threw out her flowers, and now he's pretty much shading her personality. Like, what you see is what you get. And I also have respect for Dong-ma here because he refused to tell his brother's business. So he does have his hypocritical, nonsensical opinions, but he's not a gossip. I'll give him that. And we also see that the door is closed on Hye-ryung and Dong-ma potentially being a couple. They bring them together in this scene to show that, you know, it's just not there. Oh well. And then we get an elevator scene with Pyeong and a coworker. I totally did not get the scene. I've watched it a couple times and I don't understand why this scene was important. Maybe we'll circle back to it at another point in time. I don't know. And Ami calls Pyeong. She wants to meet up, and she lets her know that Dong-mi has fled off to Singapore. Hye-ryung then walks by, and Ami has the nerve to glare at her. And I'm glad Hye-ryung glares right back at her like, girl, fix your face. As she should, because she's in no position to judge. And then Pyeong asks the million-dollar question. Are you satisfied? And I would love for this question to be posed to pretty much every single character in this show. I think that is such a great question of this season so far. And Hye-ryung meets up with his son, Yeoram. Yeoram feels bad for him to learn about his condition. And we'll see where this goes. If maybe Yeoram doesn't want his mother to marry Mr. So because he feels bad for his dad. We'll see where this goes. And then we get to the craziness at the end of episode 5 that carries us into episode 6. Dong-ma goes from F-boy to psycho, y'all. He shows up at Pyeong's job, calls her, and picks her up to take her to dinner. And here we go. Long story short, Dong-ma is like, hey, Pyeong, I like the way you scream. And check it. I already just got fitted for a suit, so let's just go ahead and get married so I don't have to get fitted for another one. And we could just date later. Oh, Jiha? She doesn't need a suit, so she's fine. She can wear whatever she wants. And Pyeong is like, oh, this man is crazy. But Yushin was always very reasonable, and look how that turned out. So I'll give it a shot. Dong-ma talked a lot of mess, but deep down he wants to be just like his big brother, marrying a divorcee and all. And yo, he kicks things up a notch. He takes her to an amusement park to hear her scream some more and watch her with her daughter. Just looking like such a creep. And oh look, he borrowed a shirt from Hye-ryung. And then while they're at the amusement park and he's watching Pyeong and Jiha on the carousel, we see Grandpa Ghost is there as well. Why he ended up there, I don't know, but he seems to find peace watching Jiha on the carousel laughing away, and then he floats away. Is this the end of the whole ghost storyline? I hope so. I really do. But we shall see. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.